Hello, Steve White, TrekBoy89 for Steve Arts 89. Well, I just watched the second very short trek, The Holiday Party. It's another exercise in showing just how much these people don't know Star Trek. Have any of them even watched the animated series? Because apparently they think because it's a kids program, it must be a comedy. So they keep trying to make these videos funny and silly, and because I guess that's what they think the animated series is, or an animated series must be. But the original series, the original animated series, the animated Adventures of Gene Roddenberry's Star Trek, was not a comedy. It wasn't a silly little kids program. It was just an animated version of the original Star Trek. And yes, it is canon. I know Gene tried to decanonize it afterwards when you want to change things to next gen, but you can't retroactively do that to canon, so blah. So yeah. So it's First Contact Day. Hemmer was asked to MC an event in their little bar, and he hands it over to Spock because he figures since Spock's Vulcan he'll have a better grasp of First Contact Day. And for some reason, because apparently Spock's an idiot, he thinks that humans would want entertainment and tries to provide an entertaining show. So he decides to put on a bunch of bloopers, which, of the actual crew. So the first is of a transporter accident where somebody half beamed in and their bottom half didn't beam in, their top half beamed in with their innards coming out and spilling out all over the transporter pad, and everyone is just standing there with their mouths open because he's just ridiculous and this is just stupid and how could he think that was funny. Then he goes into the next one, which is a footage of him being dumped by T'Pring, and he's like, and they're like, "Are you okay?" Because he's crying, and he's like, "It shattered me, so that must be funny for you." And they're just like staring at him again, like, "Yeah, you don't get this." And because he's stupid, he keeps going. And then since he figures, tragedy is funny, let's do really big tragedy. So he shows some footage from the Battle of the Binary Stars where the sword ship or whatever it was just, destroys the Klingon ship that's like a blade, destroys the other ship. And we just have the footage on there for ages and it hits, it blows up, the parts explode, it just keeps on going. And then Saru, which is a total waste of Doug Jones, basically says, 6,000 lives have just been lost. And then he has an in memoriam section with all the names coming up and everyone's just standing there aghast. And he doesn't have any idea because he's stupid what's happened. They explain it to him again. Someone points out that one of their relatives was on there. Someone runs out crying. He still doesn't get it because he's an idiot, apparently. And then they explain to him that maybe something smaller would work. So he puts on footage of a crewman slipping on another crewman mopping up a hole and injuring himself. I'm sorry, this is the 21st century. They don't mop up floors. That's not how they clean things on the ship. So that couldn't happen. It's just stupid. And, of course, he injures his genitals and farts. And Spock says farts. Spock would not say fart. And it's not funny. Had they actually found the medical term for it, had him say that, that could have been funny. But no, they just go for Spock saying farts. And the other people laugh because they're idiots too, apparently. And then since that's successful, he decides it would probably be just as entertaining to have a live display. So he chases after Hemmer with a mop. And that's the end of the episode, and apparently that's supposed to be funny. I just don't understand how these people got in charge of these shows, how they keep just getting things so wrong over and over again. Like, have they ever seen the animated series? I mean, when I first heard about this, I got kind of excited, the idea of doing shorts in the style of the animated series, but with all the new shows, would be a nice way to sort of connect them to the animated series, and you could sort of watch the animated series and then watch, these as like an addition. And I was really looking forward to it. I thought they could be fun, and the fact they were using cast members from the other shows. But these people don't have any idea what the animated series was, what Star Trek was. They just can't make a good Star Trek show, and they can't even make a good short. I mean, apparently they're all going to be funny because that's what the animated series was. It was a joke to them. So yeah, it's just, this is just, I just can't. They're just, I just can't. I don't even want to watch the other three. And I was actually looking forward to this. I thought when I saw the stills and realized they were doing it in the style of the animated series, I thought this could be really cool and a really nice little addition to watch after you watch the animated series. Maybe they could include it as special features, in future releases or something like that. But no, they're just hideous and not funny and stupid, and I just can't. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this